Hey everyone, this is Arkan checking in again from the Hobby Lounge, and I want to make a video today to discuss a player that I respect a lot in NBA that is a legend. He will be a Hall of Famer, and I feel that he gets a lot of disrespect, and it's Russell Westbrook. And the reason I wanted to make this video was I'm on Twitter, I'm on social media, and I've been seeing so much disrespect and just kind of so much of a pile-on. That's what I feel. I feel like whenever it's something about Russell Westbrook, it's always everyone has to pile in, you know, where it could be something so small, but you see the name Russell Westbrook. Oh, he made a mistake. Oh, he cost them. Oh, he's not contributing. Oh, this. And I think it's fraudulent. Anyone that says that, I disagree with them completely. You can have your own opinion. I have no problem with anyone that has their own basketball opinion. That makes the game more fun when we kind of argue our points and we debate our points. But the problem I see with Westbrook is I find whenever it's something to do with him, everyone just has to just come in and like just nitpick every single detail about what happened. So I'll give you an example now. There was the game recently that happened, I think about a week ago, with Denver Nuggets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So late in the game, he had a layup basically, and it was like a fast break. So he missed the layup. Fair, you know what? It happens. And he missed the layup, and then with a couple seconds left, Minnesota took it back down the court, kicked it out to Alexander Walker, and he took a three-pointer basically with like a second left. So the game was almost over, and the referee called a foul. In my opinion, I've watched it back so many times. I don't think it was a foul because I can see where if a shooter's about to shoot and you kind of go in their landing space, okay. That's a foul. You know, it happened like years ago with. I'll give you the most egregious example with Kawhi Leonard when he's with the San Antonio Spurs and Zaza Pachulia. As soon as Kawhi Leonard shot it, Zaza Pachulia came in and put his foot right under where Kawhi Leonard was gonna land, and he messed up his ankle. That's a clear example right there. Another one with Jason Tatum just this past season. He was taking a three-pointer, and Sabonis basically just went under him, and that's a foul right there. Those are 100% fouls. They're dirty plays. They're fouls. But this one, he was just contesting the shot. I felt when he came in to contest it, he didn't really go under him. There wasn't really too much contact. At the end of the game, I believe you shouldn't call that. It should have just been, you know what, let the players play. If it's an actual foul, call the foul. But I didn't think that was a foul right there. So he had a free throws, and Alexander Walker won the game with the free throws. Very clutch. That was some pressure on those. So all the headlines. Russell Westbrook cost them. Russell Westbrook did everything wrong at the end of the game. Oh, this everyone has to pile on. Okay, you know what? It was one game. It was one game. The only thing that I blame him for that one was a missed layup, but it happens. Everyone misses a layup. Even the best basketball players in the world, everyone misses a layup, especially in a late game scenario. But the thing with Westbrook is he will never be afraid to have that ball in the moment. I remember in football we have like a saying in footy where he's hiding. Like if you're in midfield and someone's pressing you, and you're kind of too scared to get the ball, you kind of say, oh, he's hiding. You know, you don't want the ball. That's the complete opposite of Westbrook. At the end of the game, he wants to make a play, and and I have my laptop here. I'm just a couple topic points I want to talk because this is just I always want to be as natural as possible. So the one problem I have with there was a really good guy I respect in the media, Nick Wright, and I completely disagree with what he said. He said that Russell Westbrook hasn't contributed to winning basketball in a decade, which that's a lie. Nick Wright, that's a lie. To say something like that is just is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to his career, how much he puts into his craft. Right, I'll give you one example right here. The 2023 NBA playoffs, and I just watched this video right before I made this clip. In the 23 NBA playoffs, Clippers against the Phoenix Suns, first round. It's at the end of the game, and it's like an isolation play, and Westbrook is guarding Devin Booker. Not only does he block the ball, but right before the ball is about to go out, he takes it and he throws it off Devin Booker, and that basically got them the win. They got the defensive stop and they got the win. So is that not help? Is that not contributing to winning basketball? And then in that exact same segment with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard basically kind of said he's kind of defending Westbrook, exactly. And then Nick Wright says, right here, he won't when it matters, and he's referring to Westbrook. He won't really contribute when it matters because Chris Broussard basically said Westbrook's been very good this season for the Denver Nuggets. In the role that he has, he's done very well. He has a very good relationship with Nikola Jokic, and they've been playing well. Just because you lost one game, just because he made like one mistake, we're just gonna erase everything. We're gonna start saying, oh, a decade, he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that. No. I feel like every single time is Westbrook. Why do we have to analyze every single thing he does? Basically, I think now a lot of people, because I see it on Twitter now too as well, that when we watch Denver Nuggets games, are we watching the games because we want to see good basketball, or are we just watching the games just because we want to hate on people? Just because we want to see that one little time when Westbrook makes a mistake. And in my opinion, that's wrong. In my opinion, Westbrook has contributed to basketball. He will be a Hall of Famer. He's a legend, and he's still contributing to winning basketball. I'll say it like this: if I was a coach in the fourth quarter, if I need someone that's not afraid at the moment, say there's like 10 seconds left, and we need a defensive stop, I'm keeping him in the game. There was a clip I think it was a couple weeks back where he blocks the center. This is a point guard that's in his late 30s that's still making defensive plays like that. That he doesn't give up on the play. That play at the end of the Minnesota game, look how far he wanted to contest that 3-point shot. So in my opinion, a player like that, we shouldn't be piling on and being nitpicky and just hating on him. And then now I'm seeing, what's even worse, people disrespecting his last name. That's something that is completely out of bounds. You don't disrespect someone's last name, and he has every right to be angry and to call out the people that do that. Don't start playing with someone's last name like that. So that was one thing I wanted to get off my chest. Another thing as well, I find with Westbrook, this is a big thing. If you buy a ticket to see an NBA game and Russell Westbrook is playing, you know he's gonna give 110%, basically. There's one player you will never ever say, oh, he shorted me for effort. Oh, he wasn't really checked in today. He plays hard every single game, and I think we have to appreciate that. Honestly, we this is the thing. All this kind of hating and banter and jokes and everything, there comes a point when it's like, you know what, man, come on. This is like the 10th time you've tweeted. This is like the 10th time you've tweeted about Westbrook and what he doesn't do, and he hasn't contributed to winning basketball, and just all crazy assertions, honestly. But yeah, I completely disagree with what Nick Wright said about how he hasn't contributed to winning basketball in a decade. That's just ludicrous. I'll give you another example. When he was in Washington, the stuff that him and Bradley Beal were doing to get Washington into the playoffs, come on, that's, in my opinion, that's contributing to winning basketball. Yeah, you might not advance past the first round, but that Washington team was not. They didn't have the kind of the core around them that would have made a playoff push. I think the best scenario for that team was to make the playoffs. They basically got every ounce of potential they got from that team was to make the playoffs, and that's okay. There's another team that I think is going to be really good is Portland Trailblazers. Because I swear to you, when you watch a Portland Trailblazers game, they play so hard, man. Like, give them about a couple years. I think that they're going to be in a similar spot to Detroit Pistons right now. Because Detroit Pistons are really good. So that's another team you got to watch out for, you know? But just because the Portland Trailblazers, yeah, they had a bad season this year. But that's just because that's where their talent is right now. But yeah, I completely disagree, and with because this thing, you can have a legitimate criticism over Westbrook, but it's gone past that now. Now it's every single time the Denver Nuggets play, oh he missed a shot, oh he did this, he did that. No, it was a one game. Okay, if it happens again, it was a couple games. This is the regular season, you know. And if I was a coach, if that happens and it's because one of my players was trying to make a defensive play to win the game, you know what? I live with that. You can't win every game. You can't win every game. That's it. So, and I'm very curious to see, because I find that Jokic and Westbrook, they have a really good relationship. When they kind of line up together, especially when he gets the ball in the post and there's cutters, so they have a very good dynamic, and I hope they do well in the playoffs. But this season he's done his role very well, and to, it's just I can't. I'm just yeah. I gotta defend. I have to defend Russell Westbrook, because I remember, man, we were watching playoffs. If you go back to like 2011, 2012, 2013, man, like the stuff that they like, that Oklahoma City team was so good. I remember that season they went to the finals and they faced the Heat. Wow, like that's that Oklahoma City team. Even though they didn't win a championship, that's an iconic team with James Harden, Westbrook, KD, Serge Ibaka, Cephalosha, Perkins. Like, man, that was a good team. And Westbrook, over his whole career, has contributed so much to basketball. Like, honestly, man, that season when he had that MVP, when he averaged triple double. But it's just every single time he does something now, we got to nitpick and we have to pile on and we have to do this. No, how about we also show the good stuff, and those make the headlines, instead of saying crazy stuff like he hasn't contributed to winning basketball in over a decade. I just gave you the example right there. Everyone, you guys probably seen the play already when he blocked Devin Booker and he threw the ball off his leg. There's like a million plays like that. Even just this season when he blocked the center, there's so many plays. So you know what, we 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 gotta really give more respect to a legend, to Hall of Famer Westbrook. This is kind of, I don't know how long he's gonna play for, but it's kind of coming towards the end, like the end of his career. And I hope he keeps playing. I hope he keeps doing what he's doing. And I'm very excited because I love those type of stories where we got like a Hall of Famer and legend, and they're kind of even in their late 30s and they're still going hard, you know. So Westbrook, huge respect to you, man. Keep doing your thing, and hopefully we whenever because I go on Twitter and I see so much of this. Hopefully, people gotta stop this nitpicky pile on, just lies about his career. Because I find it's not even like, that's not even a debate anymore. That's just, now you're just trying to look for something and you're just kind of just dial in on, like, oh, how can I get clicks on Twitter? Oh, you know what? Is the end of he misses he made this mistake at the end of the game. Let's just add on to it. So no, yeah, I completely disagree, and also I gotta say, what do you guys think? About this whole situation, because I kind of said my view. Do you guys think that everyone is too harsh, or do you think that what Nick Wright said was true? In my opinion, is completely not true, but I still want to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy to see the NBA playoffs is gonna start soon. Like, honestly, NBA playoffs is one of the best sporting events, like, in the world. Out of all the, I would say, playoffs, if you kind of look at all the sports and everything, I just get so excited for NBA playoffs. Like, when it gets to the first round and there's a game every single day. So there's gonna be some crazy matchups. I think one team that's really hot, that I think is gonna do really well for play, is gonna be the Clippers. I want to see how the Clippers do. Yeah, it's gonna be there's a lot of interesting matchups. So let's stay tuned into that. And I appreciate everyone sticking around to this video. I just wanted to get it off my chest. And huge love to everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.